Since Pep Guardiola took charge of Manchester City in July 2016, his tactical philosophy has been a continuous source of admiration and analysis. Within this strategic context, the name Javi Guerra begins to emerge as a promising potential addition. The Spanish midfielder, currently 22 years old, recently declined a contract renewal offer from Valencia and has sparked interest from giants such as Manchester United and AC Milan. United reportedly submitted a bid valued at 25 million euros, while Valencia places Guerra's market value at 27 million euros. This opened the door for other clubs to enter the race, and it is precisely in this transitional phase that Manchester City appears as a discreet but observant contender. With Rodri sidelined by a long-term injury and growing uncertainty surrounding players like Kevin De Bruyne, City is actively seeking strategic reinforcements. It is within this scenario of reshaping and squad renewal that one critical question arises. Would Javi Guerra fit into Guardiola's system? Born on the 15th of February 2003 in Gilés, Spain, Javi Guerra began his football journey with Villarreal's youth ranks before transferring to Valencia in 2017. Since then, he has been carefully developed until making his professional debut in 2023, quickly establishing himself as one of the club's brightest homegrown talents. In the most recent season, Guerra featured in 38 official matches, scoring 3 goals and registering 3 assists. More than statistics, he stood out for his physical presence, tactical intelligence, and adaptability, operating as a defensive midfielder, central pivot, or advanced playmaker. His playing style blends strength and technical precision, with an emphasis on vertical passing and dynamic ball progression during attacking transitions. Furthermore, he maintains a possession recovery rate above 50% and is known for making rapid decisions under pressure. At only 22 years of age, Javi Guerra already displays a profile suited to modern, demanding football systems, such as Guardiola's highly structured model. Understanding Guardiola's ideal midfield is essential for assessing where Javi Guerra might fit. From his time at Barcelona to Bayern Munich and now City, Guardiola has consistently sought players with vision, mobility, and tactical intelligence, capable of operating across zones and adapting to match demands. At Manchester City, the midfield operates in fluid modules, a deep-lying organizer like Rodri, creative interiors such as Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden, and possessive anchors who maintain control under pressure. Guardiola expects his midfielders not just to pass accurately, but to be true governors of tempo and spatial control. In this tactical ecosystem, Guerra could be shaped into specialized roles that maximize his energy and ability to carry the ball through congested areas. But how does he measure up against the other targets on City's radar? Among the names under consideration to bolster City's midfield, Javi Guerra is joined by Martín Zubimendi of Real Sociedad and Ederson from Atalanta. Zubimendi is a deep-lying passer with excellent positional discipline and ball circulation, recently signed by Arsenal for 56 million euros. Ederson offers a more physical presence and high work rate, valued at approximately 35 million euros by the Italian club. Guerra distinguishes himself by offering intensity, versatility, and relatively lower financial risk. With a current valuation of 25 million euros, he presents as a strategic investment, ideal for development under Guardiola's tutelage. If City aims to refresh the midfield with youth, tactical intelligence, and adaptability, Guerra offers an enticing option with significant long-term upside. That leads us to the practical question. How exactly could he be used within Guardiola's tactical blueprint? Given his physical and technical profile, Javi Guerra offers multiple tactical options within Manchester City's system. The most direct would be as a rotational replacement for Rodri, particularly in matches requiring heightened intensity, aggressive pressing, and vertical ball progression. Another possibility is to deploy Guerra as a dynamic interior midfielder, partnering with creative figures such as Bernardo Silva or Phil Foden. He would contribute to build up play with incisive passing and off-ball movement into advanced zones. Guerra reads space well and accelerates the tempo when opportunities arise, an attribute crucial when breaking down low-block defenses. In transitional fixtures, especially away from home or against elite rivals, Guerra could operate as a combative box-to-box midfielder, blending ball recovery with forward surges into the penalty area. His endurance enables him to cover large swaths of the pitch without compromising positional discipline. In other words, Guerra would not merely be another option, but a highly flexible cog in Guardiola's tactical machine. Envisioning Javi Guerra in Manchester City's starting 11, a compelling scenario arises under the familiar 3-2-4-1 formation, with Guerra playing as the secondary pivot alongside Rodri. In this setup, Guerra is afforded the freedom to drift between lines, assisting in build-up and defensive coverage along wide corridors. Defensive stability is anchored by a back three comprised of Manuel Akanji, Ruben Dias, and Josko Gvardiol. Rodri would function as the primary shield in front of them, with Guerra supporting both defensive transitions and offensive flows. In the advanced line, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, and Kevin De Bruyne orchestrate attacking movements, while Erling Haaland leads the line. Guerra serves as a connector between the defensive phase and creative core, his physical profile enabling seamless mobility across central channels without loss of intensity. This tactical versatility gives Guardiola a responsive tool for matches demanding nuanced tempo control and strategic fluidity. Acquiring Javi Guerra offers Manchester City numerous benefits across both immediate and long-term horizons. Foremost is the ongoing need to rejuvenate the squad and maintain peak performance across domestic and European campaigns. With Kevin De Bruyne managing recurrent injuries and Ilkay Gundogan already departed, Guerra represents the vanguard of a new generation poised to carry the midfield mantle. His physical intensity and stamina complement a skill set that City currently lacks, particularly for fixtures where high pressing and relentless energy are required. At 22 years old, Guerra is young enough to be molded within Guardiola's framework, accelerating his growth into a refined tactical asset. Additionally, his market valuation, €25 million, positions him as a cost-effective reinforcement within Premier League standards, with substantial potential for appreciation. Strategically, Guerra addresses pressing tactical needs while offering a smart financial investment with reliable technical return. Despite his promise, there are risks involved in signing Javi Guerra. The foremost concern is adjusting to the pace and physicality of Premier League football, significantly more demanding than La Liga. This transition requires not just athletic adaptation, but psychological maturity to withstand heightened expectations. Internal competition also poses a challenge. With Manchester City boasting a talent-rich midfield, limited playing time could stall Guerra's development and hinder his progression. Moreover, psychological resilience becomes essential. The pressure on young signings to deliver instant impact in top-tier clubs can be overwhelming, and Guerra must be mentally equipped to endure scrutiny and maintain confidence. These risks, while tangible, do not diminish his underlying value. They instead highlight the need for careful integration and comprehensive support within City's technical structure. Across this analysis, it becomes evident that Javi Guerra is more than a speculative addition. He embodies a tactical and strategic opportunity for Manchester City. With a price tag of €25 million, a versatile technical profile and competitive mindset, he could be nurtured by Guardiola into a crucial component of the next midfield evolution. His attributes suggest he could naturally slot into City's system, bridging defense and creativity with high mobility and game intelligence. As existing midfield icons edge toward the twilight of their careers, Guerra stands as a potent symbol of continuity and renewal. Of course, no acquisition is without uncertainty, but modern football demands bold decisions, especially when opportunity and tactical precision intersect. In Guerra's case, it may well be the perfect blend.